We are Frayle, and you're watching GRIMM TV.
Really nice to meet all of you today. Thanks for taking the time for me to have a bit of a talk. How are you all doing today?
Good. Long day.
Long day. I can imagine so. I saw you guys on stage quite a few hours ago.
Yes.
So I can imagine you've had a busy, long day already. How did you feel the show went here?
I mean, the crowd was amazing. There was definitely an exchange of energy. That's something that I specifically look for if somebody, and when you're exchanging energy like that, it really is magical, and it becomes more of a, like a ritual as opposed to a show. So I want to see everybody, and I want to connect with everybody. And when they let me, it truly is like magic, and today was magic.
It's very good to hear, because indeed with your kind of music, it's built on that kind of atmosphere and that kind of connecting with the crowd. I feel the stage that you got was perfect for that as well. A bit of a club setting, not like far away from the crowd.
Yes.
I don't know if you felt that way kind of too.
Definitely. The big shows are nice, but the smaller shows where you can, like you said, completely connect with someone and see them, and they can see you, and you can read each other's faces, and those are more special because it's easier to just have that interchange,
I was there too, trying to take some pictures. I was in the crowd. That little tent heats up really fast. How was that for you guys? Because I can imagine
it was hot. On the list for tomorrow, we have an off day and fans. We're getting fans because it's hot.
I can imagine so. Now, it's kind of like a perfect moment to have a bit of a chat with you guys, because you just this week announced that you're releasing a new album soon, and announced it with that lovely cover of Lana Del Rey, which I think is already doomy sort of in itself. But I really love what you guys did with it. I don't know, how did you kind of approach making that song your own?
Do you want to answer that question?
Yeah, so when we knew we wanted to do a cover on this record, and there was a short list of like 4 or 5 songs, and we started playing around with them, and the label, Napalm, speaking with them, they're like, well, why don't you try this one? And when they first said that, I was like, I don't know. I like the song a lot. I don't know. But when we then demoed it the same way we did the others, everything fell into place right away, and we were like, there it is. So it just kind of like, we're very open to, ideas from our team, and it just kind of fell into place, and we're like, that's it, So, and then I think, her putting her spin on it with her approach to vocals just made it more special. And then of course you have to have drop A. That song's in drop A, so as low as you can go on the guitar. It was great.
And well, releasing it as a single, it clearly took its effect, because I've had already like several people hearing it like, oh, Frayle, oh wait, that's that band that just released that Lana Del Rey cover, right? Like, yeah. Oh yeah, that was cool. So it clearly worked. Okay. I mean, suggestion of your team. Now the album that you're releasing is called Heretics and Lullabies. What is sort of like overall kind of the concept behind it?
So I feel like heresy is in all parts of life, not just religion, but I feel like I've been called a heretic ever since I was a kid and started, wearing black and what have you. But I think it's kind of an exploration into, as most of my lyrics are, like heartbreak, psyche, and how does that counteract and interact with your daily life. The lullabies part is, as always, my goal in life is to help like in whatever possible way I can. So if I can put words to what you're feeling and sing them softly to you, so maybe you'll feel a little bit better or be able to work through it. That's my whole goal.
So overall, like, kind of, I guess your mission is, kind of to help people. Like I've the kind of atmosphere and the kind of visuals and such that you create, I feel indeed it would easily speak to a lot of people that maybe have dark thoughts or like struggling. So kind of interesting, like that you actually dedicate the whole album to that. Yes.
Absolutely. I think that, there are so many people out there that have so much going on, and it's easy to go to a dark place. I think what I try to do when I write lyrics as well is to know that yes, there's darkness and you need to explore your darkness, but there's always light, and you can't have too much of one or the other. Darkness is like your shadow work, right? It's making sure that you understand why you're hurting, so that you can work through it. And then the lightness, of course, is the happiness and the brightness.
Yeah, I feel quite often in this kind of music, quite often by people that don't necessarily understand it, it gets seen as something aggressive or like heresy or something like that. But at the same time, it connects with, like, while it scares off people, at the same time it connects with so many people.
It connects with a certain part of you that a lot of people don't want to go there, but you need to experience these things, and you need to walk through the darkness to get to the light, right? You have to walk through these things so that you can heal them completely. And that's the whole thing. It's my experience personally, how I've worked through things. I've been depressed and I've been happy and I've been all of the above, but it's how I work through it. And if what I can put out there, if this is how I did it, maybe you can try it, maybe it will work. Fabulous.
I think musically, then, taking everything that she just said and presenting it in an authentic way that people like us would be open to receiving that message from that person, right? Like, that's kind of the idea of what we are, is like the package of how to present that message in a way that we would want to authentically receive it, from similar people or in a similar manner, in other bands that have affected us, that same way. So that's what we do.
Almost a bit like something I just jumped in my, almost a bit like a soundtrack to your despair.
I mean,
that's what I would say, that soundtrack to my melancholy.
Yeah.
Now, when working on this new album, is there anything that you approach in a totally different way, or something that you tried out that you feel like worked out really well, that you're really happy or proud of?
Yes.
I mean, 100%. It's our first time working with a producer, and again, once we feel comfortable with someone on our team, we're very open to it. So having a producer it was scary for us, right? Like, what is this person going to do? And the first mix he sent back was Summertime. And when I heard that, I cried a little bit. I was like, this is it. Like, this is us working with someone that we feel we can stand right next to. You know what I mean? And it's Aaron Chaperi, and we couldn't be happier with how it came out. And I think that's by far the biggest difference on this record, is us being open to working with a producer, and we're definitely going to work with him again, given the opportunity.
It's always amazing to have someone come in from a 10,000-foot view and look at your work and say, well, why don't we try this? And of course, not everything works for what we're looking for, but when it does, it's chef's kiss.
Yeah, I was, we've always made all the other records ourselves, and when we heard that first mix, literally it was like, here, take the keys.
Yeah.
You drive. It was great.
It's you can always know some, when a band releases a new album, when they got to work with a producer or mixer that really, even though they have a different perspective, that really understands what you're doing.
Yes.
It immediately shows.
Yep.
Yes.
Right away. He got everything that we wanted to do. Like we said, I want this record to sound like it was made 30 years ago, when music, like it was less laptops and more organic sounds. Like that's what we were going after, and he right away got it, so we were happy.
Well, I'm hoping that there's a lot of people that pick up on that album. I really hope that it ends up meaning to them what you hope you can do for people. That's always nice to accomplish if that's your goal. I also hope that after seeing you tonight, like I've heard a lot of people talk really positively about basically discovering you, because I've never heard of you, went to see him. So
We're still
I really
a baby band, so yeah, anytime someone can discover us from festivals or bigger shows, I mean that's always amazing.
hopefully a lot of people get to connect with you guys, and I really hope to see you guys around a bit more often, because I mean you come from a bit away.
A little ways.
Just a bit away. I don't know if there's anything at all that any of you would like to say still to whoever ends up watching this interview.
Do you want to talk about the album?
No, that's now you put us on the spot.
Right. Right.
Anything you want to say?
Just if you're, from me to you, if you're in a dark place, don't stay there. Do whatever you possibly can do to get out of it, because I promise you, tomorrow is a whole other day, and it will end up beautiful.
It's a nice way to
Can't beat that.
finish that. All right. Have a lovely rest of your day still. Get to those fans.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe if you get to enjoy some of the festival still, or
I want to enjoy bed. I want to enjoy a bath in bed.
all right. And we'll hope to see you around, like I said.
Well, thank you so much
Yes,
for your
thank you.
time.
Thank you so much for your
Appreciate
time.
it.
No problem.
Thank you.